Hey everyone, this is Mike, Realtor Mike with TD Realty. And hey, we are here. It is another episode of Realtorish. So, hey, I'm ready for this one here. Because this is a very important episode, especially for my buyers that are out there, first time, especially the first time home buyers. So, I got y'all covered on this one. I get this question a lot, and like I said, this show right here, before I even get started, this show right here is definitely to help individuals who are looking to purchase, even looking to sell their home right now. I mean, this is called Realtorish for a reason. It is just to educate and answer some of those questions that I get all the time, because it's just to help you all make the best decisions out there that are going to help you get you into your dream home or to sell your home, to get into another home. Um, I'm here to help. So this episode right here is I'm gonna give some tips for my first time home buyers out there of what you need to do to prepare uh, for your home purchasing journey, the process there. And obviously, you have someone in me that can help you, guide you through this process, but I want to go ahead and just go through a couple of advice and tips from Realtor Mike uh, in order to guide you through that process. So, one, you definitely want to know your numbers. So you definitely want to start early by saving. Okay. Uh, Obviously, you're going into a home that's going to be one of your biggest purchases out there that you would probably ever make in your life, is buying a home. So you definitely want to make sure that you're saving for that. Now, you got, for example, for an FHA loan, it's 3.5%. So let's say you're for a $200,000 home, you're looking at be at $7,000 as a down payment. Okay, and of course there's some closing costs as well. Now, closing costs, they can vary. I mean, honestly, they can be from like really from like two almost like 5%. It really varies. But let's say we're in the middle at 3%. So 3%, that's about $6,000. So we're talking about maybe $13,000 to $14,000. For our example here of $200,000 that you would need to save up. You know, obviously there's ways to reduce that cost there, which obviously get with your favorite realtor, Realtor Mike, to to go over those different types of ways to reduce that cost. But like I said, number one, you want to start saving early. Number two, you want to decide how much home you can afford. You know, just because you do get a pre-approved for, let's say, a $250,000 home, if you don't want to make a mortgage payment that is 250 for a $250,000 home, by all means, don't. You got to understand and know what your numbers are, and based on everything else that you have to pay for on a monthly basis, you got to keep that in mind. So you definitely don't want your mortgage payment to be like 60-70% of your monthly income. Okay, you know what's a comfortable amount for you. Okay, you want to check your strength of your credit. Number three, you want to check the strength of your credit. Can't stress this enough. Credit is a big deal when it comes to purchasing your home. Okay, obviously there's ways where you can go over here and get a home at 580. Some lenders offer 600. Some will pre-approve you at 620, some are 640. It really just varies. So you definitely want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, your best, well, not foot, your best credit forward by taking care of your credit. So if there are some outstanding bills that you have, definitely try and take care of those things. So the better your credit is, the better purchasing power that you have. Okay. You want to make sure, explore your mortgage options. So obviously there's a lot of different loan programs that are out there, or loan options. But your four main ones are going to be your FHA, conventional, USDA, and your VA. Okay. Now I won't go into the specifics of those, but I'll let y'all do a little research on that. But as I mentioned, you have your FHA, conventional, USDA, and your VA. Those are the four major ones that you'll see out there, and usually pretty much everyone qualifies for at least one of them. Would qualify for at least one of them. Okay. Number 5, you want to research when you want to research first time home buyer assistance programs, or not even first time home buyer programs, but just home buyer programs in particular. So that best way to do that, obviously, you can check with your states, local counties, talk to a local realtor, talk to a local lender, and they'll be able to give some advice on a lot of the different home buyer programs out there. For example, so for our first responders that are out there, our nurses, and once again, let me put this in there. Thank you very much for everything y'all doing right now, especially during this pandemic. Thank y'all very much for that. Our nurses or paramedics, and very much your first responders, they're firefighters. There's a lot of programs out there, especially in the state of Texas. I believe it's the Texas Home Heroes or Home Heroes program that's out there as well. Definitely contact me if you want some more information about how that works. But that's a program out there that helps our first responders. But there's a lot of programs out there that definitely help our first-time home buyers. And in some cases, you don't really have to be a first-time home buyer. You could be already a homeowner right now, selling your home and thinking about getting into another one. There's a lot of programs out there for you as well. When you are shopping around with a lender, and this would be number 6, you want to compare mortgage rates. So I would say, maybe want to shop around with 3, 2 or 3 lenders, or whatever you feel comfortable with until it's good for you to make that decision. Okay. And usually now it kind of varies. Some people say you have 30 days to do it, and it only counts as one hard hit on your credit. Some say 14 days. I would say shoot for the 14 days. You should be able to make a good, solid decision on which lender you want to go by within that 14 days. Okay. Obviously, you want to shop not just the rates, but any fees that they may have as well. So you definitely want to ask those type of questions. And then ask if they do have down payment assistance as well too. Next thing you want to do is number 7. You want to get a pre-approval letter. Okay, so when you decide on that lender that you're going to use, definitely get the pre-approval letter. And as I mentioned before, just because you're pre-approved for a certain amount doesn't mean you have to get a home for that amount. If you want to aim for something less, by all means do so. But that's usually about the max that you want to stay at. So if it's $250,000 homes, they're listed that amount and less. Those are the homes you want to go see. Okay. I would highly advise not to go for anything higher than that, because that's going to be much more money out of your pocket. But hey, to each their own. If you're able to do so, then do it. Okay. Because you're the one's going to be living in the house. It is your dream home. It's your dream. By all means, I'm here for the ride and I'm here to guide. Okay. Moving on, you want to choose, and this is a very important one. You want to choose your real estate agent carefully. Okay. So you want to choose an agent that you're going to trust, that you feel you can trust, that's going to be very transparent, that if you do ask them the question, that they're going to give you a truthful answer. If it's something that they don't know, by all means, hopefully the agent finds a way to get the answer and get the correct answer at that. That's the make of a good agent. They're going to put you first and not themselves first. Obviously, that's what I try and go by. It's not about me. It's about my clients. So definitely want to find an agent that you trust. Okay. Number 9, pick the right type of house and neighborhood. Now, all these tips are important, but this is a good one. here, because I hear it a lot when I'm talking to a buyer. Hey, I want to be in a nice neighborhood. Oh, I want to be in this certain zip code. Now, that's all fine, and I'm happy when someone knows exactly where they want to be. Uh, but if it is a neighborhood that you're not too sure of, or you're just, and you're looking at it based on like somebody's reputation, what I always advise is look at the commute. So a lot of people may be working from home right now, but let's say that you still have to go into an office or a location, see what the commute is. Is it something that you can do? You definitely want to, especially here in our DFW area, look around the 7, 8 o'clock time, 8 a.m. in the morning time. Look at the 5 to 6 o'clock time. How long is the commute from that location to your home, or to that neighborhood that you're thinking about joining? I would also say drive around the neighborhood at night to see kind of how the activity is there. Is it a quiet neighborhood at night? Is it a lot of, say, is there a lot of kids running around? Is it, definitely just want to see if it's a good fit for you. Also check it out on the weekends as well, too. That's usually where you're going to have most of your neighbors that are out and about. Are the people loud? Are they quiet? Do you prefer a quiet neighborhood? Do you prefer a lot of socializing, which would be your social distancing? But, anyway, you definitely want to check those out. Okay. Another thing, as I know I keep harping on this, stick to your budget. Okay. You know what your monthly expenses are and other things. Definitely, like I mentioned before, don't want your mortgage payment to be a good chunk of your monthly income. You don't want that to be it's going to probably be the majority of your expenses for that month, but you don't want it to be too much where it's taking a big, huge chunk out of your monthly income. Okay. Another thing, when you are, let's see, after you get pre-approved and everything, take advantage of open houses. Even right now, take advantage of open houses. If there's a certain neighborhood that you like, and they're showing or have open houses available, take the opportunity to go check it out. By checking it out, you can see kind of layout as maybe some of the floor plans that's in there. Obviously, a lot of neighbors do show up at open houses. And then honestly, it gives you a good idea of kind of what the value of the home is. So if this home is selling for $250 and you like it, I can't say that the home, another home similar to it will sell for that much, but it gives you at least a good idea of what you're looking at and what your competition will be bidding or offering at that time too as well. So make the most of open houses there. Okay, because those are the times where you can view a home and you honestly, I'm not saying you can go without your realtor because it is a quote unquote open house. Okay. When you find a home and everything, another tip there, you want to, and I always stress this all the time, you want to pay for an inspection. Definitely want to get that inspection. Okay. That home inspection definitely gives you basically a snapshot of what's going on at the home at that time. Okay. Obviously pictures look great. You check them on Zillow, Realtor.com. The homes that I be sending that you can see on my website at callrealtormike.com. All of them look nice. Okay. The best thing to do is when you go and look at it, and even then, everything still looks pretty good. Okay. Best thing to do to really just get in the nitty gritty and go and really just get your hands dirty. Well, not you particularly getting your hands dirty, but the inspector. They're going in there, they're checking the attic. They're checking all those places that you may have not had access to. You're checking the electric, the roof, the heating, the AC unit. I mean, they're checking the water heater. They're checking all those things to make sure that they're running in a proper functioning manner. Okay, now, if they're not, definitely you'll get a report and I will let you know what's going on there. And basically with those findings, you'll be able to negotiate with the seller, which is my next tip. Negotiating with the seller regarding repairs or anything like that, or even the cost of the home, their listing price of their home. Let's say that you do need some help with closing costs. Let's see if you can, well, not you yourself, but this is where your realtor comes in and pretty much kind of negotiates on your behalf. Well, hey, the roof is kind of shabby, so can we get a little bit of help here on the closing costs to kind of compensate and stuff? There's there's a lot of different ways to go over there and negotiate, and a good realtor will be able to do that for you on your behalf in order to get the best deal for you. Okay, and last but not least, you want to make sure you buy adequate home insurance. So it's definitely something that your lender is going to require you to buy before closing on the deal. So, and it obviously we know what insurance does. It's going to provide liability and help, for injury and accident. So you want to make sure that you buy enough insurance for the home. So if your home is is $250, definitely don't want to buy just $200,000. You definitely want to buy enough that's going to compensate for the rebuild if it was destroyed from the slab to burn down completely to the slab. You definitely want to make sure that you get enough insurance that's going to be able to rebuild that home to where it was before. Okay, so I know this was kind of a lot of tips there. Like I mentioned before, always rewatch this, slow it down, rewatch it again. But those are some tips out there to definitely help regarding purchasing the home. So I definitely want to I thought it was a very important, because I hear this, I get these questions a lot. So if you have any questions, definitely give me a call, 214-437-7485. You can go to my website for the most updated listings at callrealtormike.com. But like I said, if you have any questions, definitely, like I said, reach out to me. I'm here and I'm willing to help answer any questions that you may have. All right. This is another episode of Realtorish. Y'all stay safe out there, especially with everything going on right now, and y'all have a blessed day.